Hola, 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 hola. How are you, everyone? This is your boy Hilary Abejega, and I'm welcoming you all back to the People's Panel. Yes, I told us in my last video that it is election day today. And as Africans, especially as ones that knows how elections are in our individual countries, I think it's really important that we pay attention to the some of the observations that some of the things we have observed rather in this election in South Africa. Yeah, it has not been all smooth, and there's still a long way to go. But already, somebody like myself, I think South Africa in this election has showcased a lot that the rest of the continent, particularly Nigeria, my country, can learn from. Yes, and I thank God that our former president, Goodluck Jonathan, is heading the African Union's observing mission here. So I hope he's learning, and I hope our electoral body, alongside the federal government of Nigeria, is learning as well. So some of the things that I have observed so far is the fact that independent candidates are allowed to contest. So if you have the passion to lead, but you don't want to get mixed up in the political party shenanigans, you can actually contest and run on your own as an independent candidate. Okay, I know this might have its own disadvantages in the long run, but I think it's a step up in the African political terrain. I think it's a step up. It's a huge step up. Another step up, in my opinion, is the fact that today is the election day, but election had already begun since 2 days ago. So people who cannot be able to vote today due to health or physical challenges or due to work commitments were given the opportunity to vote before today. My brothers and sisters, do you know that even South Africans living abroad have the opportunity to vote in this election? Yes, South Africans in diaspora was given the opportunity to vote and make their voices heard in this current election, wherever they are located, wherever they live on this globe. For me, this is a huge step up, even as a Nigerian who knows how manipulative and messy elections can be. Over there in Nigeria, I know how elections can be. We were just coming from one ourselves. The national elections were conducted in 2023 in Nigeria, and we saw how messy it was. So for this feat, this is a huge step up for Nigeria to be, South Africa rather, to be able to manage this. This is a huge step up. You dare not try this in Nigeria. I bet you the election will be hijacked completely. The transparency of the IEC. IEC is the electoral body here in South Africa. Their transparency so far is another thing that cannot be overemphasized. Like, they set up a national resort operations center, and this center is freely accessible to the media, to the party agents, and even the election observers. In fact, as at 1 p.m., when the chairman of the electoral body gave his first press conference, he confirmed that voting was currently on the way in 95% of the election centers across the country, and 94% of those opened as early as 7 a.m. On the last election I was making reference to in Nigeria, by 3 p.m., some polling centers were still not open. Even the officials of the electoral body were nowhere to be found. So this is a clear indication of how things are done in a country, in a working country, a country where things work. So it's so clear that South African government and the electoral body is well positioned for a successful election. And I can only say kudos to South Africa. And I hope the rest of the continent, especially Nigeria, my country, is watching and learning. Because election, in my opinion, is a very crucial element that will either propel Africa to where we want her to be, or continue to hold her captive as it has done before now. So I congratulate South Africa in advance, because I know it's going to be a successful election. I know that success is written all over this election. Yes, there were a few glitches here and there in some centers, and because it can't be all perfect. We are Africans after all. But the election, to an extent, it has been peaceful. It has been peaceful. The election, to an extent, has been peaceful in most of the centers. Election is going peacefully. Everything is in order. You could see transparency from the electoral body, and that is something that we rarely see in Africa. If it were to be in Nigeria, what we'll be seeing on the media will be reports of violence all over the country, because politicians in Nigeria, they think it's do or die affair. They want to get there at all costs. They don't mind how many lives they take to get there. So I think this election in South Africa is opportunity for all Africans to learn. We should pay attention to it and see one or two things we can learn from this election, and see how we can better our individual countries as regards to elections, because that is where it all starts from. If the citizens are not able to choose who to lead them, and then you shouldn't expect anything good out of that country. And for Africa to be great again, I always say this, for Africa to be great again, the right minds have to be in positions of power. And for that to happen, elections have to be free and fair. And from what I have seen so far regarding this current South African election, I can say it has been free, it has been fair, it has been free, it has been fair. I can score this election 90 over 100 already. So kudos once again to South Africa, and the rest of Africa. Please watch and learn. Watch and learn. Thank you, Africa. God bless Africa. Please like this video. Let me know what you think on the comment section. If you have a contrary opinion as regards the ongoing election in South Africa, please let me know in the comment section. All right. If you have, let us know your observation so far and on the entire election as well. Thank you. God bless Africa. Like this post, like this video, like I said earlier, and subscribe to the channel. Please help us grow this channel, and I will see you on the next video.